Hi. So today I want to talk about, does OCD go away? And I think it's a pretty complicated question, I don't know. But I think that OCD, I'm not so sure that it does. And that isn't meant to give you bad news or say there's no hope for things getting better, because things can get so much better. My OCD is like 90% gone, and it's like now I'm not thinking so much on how do I survive. I'm thinking, okay, cool, what's going to make me happy? And that's a very different way to live. So things can definitely get so much better. Most of my days I don't really notice OCD at all. Like, I just have very few moments. So yeah, I mean, definitely don't lose hope. But back to why I say I don't know if it really goes away. That's because I feel like it's always going to be around a little bit. I'm still going to have these moments. And for me, I just think it's a case of like it's going to be manageable, and maybe my symptoms will go away even more. But I don't know if it's curable. I mean, this is the first time I've known life where it wasn't running the show. I've had OCD since I was a little kid. My first OCD memory was, let's see, I think I was about 5, and I was washing my hands so much. I would wait outside the bathroom for people to come out, and I'd say, "Did you wash your hands?" And I was so afraid of germs. Even before that, my mom said I was an isolated little kid. I was always by myself at preschool. I had night terrors, like, in a way it just sounds like I was just, anxiety ridden since little. But, so the point is, I feel like it's just part of who I am, and that's been hard to accept now, because I used to always talk about how it's important to forgive yourself and have compassion, and I kind of forgot that when my OCD wasn't the main center of attention in my life. And that's a problem, because now when I have OCD moments, I'm sort of feeling a lot of shame, and that self-hatred starting to creep in a little bit. And that's bad, because that's a lot of extra suffering that I don't need. And the thing is, we can't always control the pain that OCD causes, but we can control the suffering associated with that. Kind of like if you stub your toe, you're actually going to feel a little physical pain from that. But that frustration you feel, and that, like, God, I'm so stupid, that really hurt, and you like get so angry, like, all that stuff you can kind of control. And the thing is that self-hatred and that controlling, or that trying to control emotions, that's what got me in so much trouble before. Like, if someone were to tell me, yeah, I am okay with your OCD, it's fine, I didn't always believe them. I think, how can you possibly be okay with this? I'm not okay with this. Like, you're just telling me that. I don't believe you. Trying to control what they thought, and it's just a case of me actually believing them if they say that, and that's a really big deal. And just because I'm not so symptomatic now doesn't mean that I should forget, like, what that's like, as much as I want to, because it's important to think of how far you've come. It's easy to not want to think about that. Kind of like looking in a mirror every day. You don't always realize, like, how different things are. It's almost like you need to see a picture of yourself from a year ago and then compare it, because if you see yourself every day, you judge yourself based on, did I get from point A to point B? Like, you could think, no, I didn't, therefore I failed. But there's all these little things, and it's important to remember them. Like, if you don't compulse even just once a day, or if you have a moment of compassion for yourself, like, just remember that and hold on to that and be proud of yourself for that, because that's a big deal. And the more you are aware of that, the easier it's going to be to keep going with that. Because I'm now learning that if I get back into this habit of, being angry at myself and trying to control how I feel and how I think I should feel, that's going to add a lot back onto this depression stuff and anxiety. It all feeds onto itself. And I don't need that extra suffering. So if I want to keep my OCD in check, I've got to just accept that some days are just going to be a little tough. So that's what I'm working on. And I think things will get better. And I just have to remember that on the days that they're not so awesome, that it's just part of my story. And we all have a story. So, yeah, as long as, you're working on things, cutting yourself a break a little bit, I think that's the best we can do. Therapy, a lot of people think, or have told me, like, therapy's not for me, I can't do it, I don't like it. That's fine. There's not one way to deal with this. I've talked a lot about different ways that I deal with it. Like nutrition. Sugar is a huge one for me. It's like my OCD comes right back if I eat sugar. And it's easy once you start to have a good day to kind of forget, like, what the bad days are like. So then if I do cheat and have sugar, I really pay for it. It's not worth it. Additionally, therapy has really helped me. I still go to therapy. And I just started going to an OCD group, like Obsessive Compulsive Anonymous. And that's nice to meet other people that are going through this, and feeling compassionate for others and trying to think, okay, well, can I show that compassion to myself? Like, why not, Additionally, it's really helpful for gratitude because you're going to meet people that, or at least even online, you hear about people that have a harder situation than you and some people that don't have it quite as difficult as you. And it's a lesson in gratitude, and I think that's important. So, yeah, just stay strong and be nice to yourself. Take things one day at a time, and things can get a lot better. So, take care.